News on Vanguard Live. I am Precious Chukudi. We give you the front pages of the papers this morning, starting off with the front pages. And Vanguard is leading with after May 29, Niger Republic will defend me if that's coming from BUHARI. The writer says he deliberately shut land borders, adds only God can secure Nigerian borders, explain why he appointed lady ministers of finance, recalls how he lost two children to sickle cell. Nigerians won't miss Buhari. That's coming from Afenifere. It shows he's non-committal to Nigeria. That's coming from MBF. Buhari's statement validates earlier speculation of ties with Niger, and that's coming from Pandev. We can also see a photo story showing the commissioning of Second Niger Bridge. Stories above 10 National Assembly leadership, how Tinubu Kwankwaso Pari Pali may alter permutations. On page 8, we found oil where others ran away. That's coming from NNPC. We'll be prudent with 115 billion naira bond. That's coming from Sonwolu. Assault on police. Seun Kuti released on bail. You can see that on page 7. Presidential poll. Court merges article will be APM's petition for hearing May 30th. And of course, on page 9, Biden announces 9-man delegation for Tinubu's inauguration. Supreme Court cautions against harassment of Kogi officials. And lastly, on the front page of Vanguard newspaper, we have import bill on manufactured goods for 18.4% to 2.45 trillion naira. All right, let's take a look at the Guardian newspaper. The Guardian is leading with division over oil search in North as NNPC returns to Lake Chad. You can see that story on page 6. 6 days to go. Buhari clears over 40 pending memos, appoints agency heads. On page 15, Nigeria absent as African leaders fault global debt financing models. Concerns as Buhari withhold assent to sexual harassment bill, days to exit. Kogi AG versus AGF. Supreme Court cautions against harassment of Kogi officials pending outcome of suit. Also, the editorial of Buhari's Friday pieces, Governance and Rule of Law, that's part 2. All right, let's take a look at the Nation newspaper. The Nation is leading with we borrowed for projects to create wealth, says Buhari. The writer says President speaks on debt burden. Second Niger Bridge Road offices inaugurated. Tribunal orders consolidation of PDP, LP, APM petitions. Obi, Labour Party gets 3 weeks to prove case. Hearing must end August 8th. Witnesses to testify from May 30th. Stories about Biden's team for Tinubu's inauguration. Will back incoming government. Foreign students barred from bringing family members to UK. Stop harassing Kogi officials. Supreme Court tells anti-graft agencies. Belema Oil President Jack Rich celebrates wife Elizabeth at 30. All right, let's take a look at the Punch newspaper. The Punch is leading with Tinubu's inauguration. Security agencies raid hotspots. Biden names U.S. delegation. The writer says Housing and Urban Development Secretary to lead U.S. team to May 29 handover. Security agencies to restrict movement to Eagle Square begins from Friday. UK ex-PM Blair meets President-elect, says running government a tough job. On page 36, we have CBN revokes 179 microfinance banks, orders licenses. Panic in Osun as 35 pupils hospitalized after inhaling tear gas. Amosu to blame Dangote relocated refinery to Lagos. That's coming from Abiodun. You can see that on page 16. Tribunal article Bitako Tinubu as hearing begins Tuesday. Also, you can see an editorial piece, Buhari hears infrastructure deficit remains wild. And that's all we can take on the front pages of the papers this morning. Join us after the break. We'll be right back. Yeah. All right, welcome back. We're just joining us still today in the News on Vanguard Live. I am Precious Chukudi. Joining us is our correspondent, Peter Duru. He's going to be telling us about this report from the president, and we'll be getting reactions from him. The red president said that after May 29th, Niger Republic would defend him. Hello, Peter, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Good morning.
Yes, all right, please tell us more about that report and also the reaction of the Middle Belt Forum.
Yes, yesterday, Nigerians were taken aback by the comments credited to the president, where he said if he leaves office on May 29, if there's any issues, he has any issues of Niger and other neighboring countries will defend him. Nigerians and groups were outraged by that comment. And one of those groups that came out strong against the comment by the president was the Middle Belt Forum, whose president expressed so much shock about his said comment. And the president of Middle Belt Forum, Dr. Bitrus Spogo, recalled, while reacting to that statement, recalled that the president had earlier in the year made a similar statement where he said if after leaving office on May 29, if he has any issues, if Nigerians disturb him, he will relocate to Niger Republic. The president of Middle Belt Forum felt it was a sort of a betrayal of Nigerians who gave him power to serve them for 8 years. He felt Nigerians should be disturbed by such comments from a leader who they gave all as their leader. And he felt it shows non-committal on the part of the president to our nation state called Nigeria. In that reaction, urged Nigerians to be careful with whoever they think they could bring in to be their leader in this country. And he actually expressed his disappointment and described it as an unfortunate comment coming from the president of the country. And apart from the Middle Belt Forum, several Nigerians have come out to condemn the statement by the president. They feel it shouldn't come from a leader who claimed he's a Nigerian and has given his best to Nigerians. That is just shut up.
Can you tell us? Yeah, can you tell us how the Middle Belt actually feels about this past administration that is leaving office soon, and how they fared so far?
The Middle Belt Forum, as a group, has never hidden its position on matters that concern the leadership policies of the present administration, the leader of the country. They felt the president has not lived up to the expectations of Nigerians thus far. And the last time I spoke with Dr. Pogo, he actually came out to declare the last 8 years of the present administration the worst Nigerians ever had in the history of the country. And I don't think that position has changed.
All right, thank you so much, Peter Drew, for that report.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, let's take a look at Mr. and Mrs. And Mrs. is speaking this morning. She says, Toby and his wife started selling cement years back. The profit they made every year turned their marriage into a concrete relationship. They also supply super glue. They are now completely inseparable. And Mr. replies, do you suggest we start selling welding materials, maybe to weld them together? Mr. and Mrs. is extremely funny. And then again, it's a good one to lighten our mood this morning. Also, remember that you can equally like, share, and subscribe on all our social media platforms showing on your screen. To find out up-to-date stories, you can go to our website, www.vanguardindia.com, to find out more. I am Precious Chukudi, and thank you for watching.